All right, so I have here a 86 Harrowmaster BMX frame that is my original bike from when I was a kid. It does have some surface rust on it, and I'm going to do the aluminum foil trick. I've seen it done with Diet Coke, but I'm going to take a different approach. I don't think well, if this doesn't work, then I can always go back to the Diet Coke, but I'm going to use Meguiar's quick detailing spray instead. And my theory behind it is that the Diet Coke really only provides a lubricant, and or regular Coke or whatever, so that the aluminum foil slides on the metal a little bit more freely, a little bit easier. So if that's the case, I'm going to use detailing spray, clean this up a little bit, and I just think it's a little bit less of a mess. So here we go. Yeah, and then the rust just comes right off. That's pretty amazing. Comes right off. It'll take a little bit of work to get all this stuff off there. Huh, that's pretty cool. I've never done that before. Nice. Lots of surface rust from sitting in a basement, so you can, the guy that I was able to pick this up from, maybe want to invest in a dehumidifier. I'm just surprised at how quickly it just cakes this off. No oxy bath needed. No soak. You don't have to wait 48 hours or 24 hours, and then you don't have to find a secret place to dump your oxylytic solution anywhere. Hopefully you don't dump it down the drain. I don't know if it's environmentally friendly or not. I imagine it's not, but I really don't want your garbage in my drinking water. Wow, even from the knurling on the chain stays on the rear, it just peels right off. And it's aluminum foil. Hello, serial number. I'm still shocked that I was able to find this on eBay after I sold it 12 years ago. I sold it back in 2007. I don't know, I got like 650 bucks for it back then. So the owner, the guy that I sold it to, he made a little bit of money off of it with the offer I shot him. I don't think he'll be able to retire on it, but you know, made it worthwhile. The prices on eBay are all over the place. You know, these things go for 300 bucks to, you know, a grand. So I guess it just depends on how bad you want it and what you're looking for. I don't see the chrome late 85 serial numbers pop up that often. The funny thing is that when this came up, there was another one that was, I believe it was an 85, so it was appropriately numbered and stickered and all that stuff. And it was listed for $1,000 as a buy it now, and it's still for sale. But you never know. Like if you want $1,000 for something, you put it up for what you want. It might sit there for 3 months, but you know, somebody will buy it. So if you just fast forwarded through all my BS, I'm not using Diet Coke, I'm not using Coke, I'm just using Meguiar's detailing spray. And it's very good. It's working very nicely. The theory behind using the aluminum foil is that it's softer than steel and it won't scratch chromoly or chrome or another metal finish, a steel finish. Boy, even the brake tabs are still in place. Awesome. I took great care of this bike when I owned it. I cleaned it and took it apart and lubed it, and I will probably do the same. I will say that I rode it hard. I mean, I jumped it, wheeled it, tricked it, broke parts, got yelled at for breaking parts from the family. I was like, well, why do you ride it so that you break it? I was like, well, I'm a kid, and that's what kids do. We break shit. So, I'm not sure if the original, well, me being the second owner, let's call it the third owner. I don't know if you'll ever see this video clip, but thank you. You know, thank you. That's all I can say. I appreciate it. Cutting a good deal, shipping it out really fast. You know. It's awesome. So, the other day I was at work and somebody asked me, oh, why do you collect old BMX bikes? And I said, well, I don't know, there's like a cult drawing to them, I guess. You know, it's what I did as a kid. It kept me out of trouble, or it got me into a little trouble maybe, I don't know. But you know, it got me to got me to work, and that's what we did when I was with friends. We hung out, we rode our bikes, and you know, then the movie Rad came out, and it was like mind-blowing. It's like, whoa, these guys can do that on a bike. And then you try to do it yourself, and you fall and skin your knee or bust up your elbow or something, and heaven forbid you break a bone though. And there's some of those people that did it too. But anyway, yeah, I don't have a great answer for that. I just like doing it. I think they're cool. I think it's, you know, a piece of my childhood I can hold on to. I'm at the point now where I can start thinking about a midlife crisis. Maybe this is my midlife crisis. I don't know. Some dudes are flat out just hoarders, and I think that's crazy. You know, I can't get parts for some things because some guy's got 50 of them in his basement. But whatever. I do dig the repop stuff. I think it's pretty cool. Haro and GT, and you know, they're making the Haro Master team model, so then a 26-inch, so that my fat ass can stroll around the neighborhood on something that looked like a bike when I was a kid. I think that's pretty cool. I don't think it does anything to the value of the collection. You know, they only made a couple of them. Schwinn's getting in on it. Kuhara. Seems like everybody's repopping the old bikes, but you know, they're in it for the money and we're in it for the collecting. And, you know, I still ride bikes. I've been mountain biking and ever since. I bet you I was riding a bike before I could really throw a baseball. Gosh, I remember, it wasn't even a Schwinn, but it was like one of those big banana seat bikes I got as a kid. I used to wheelie that and jump it. I used to get yelled at. Ooh, you're gonna break your bike. Come to find out, yep, gonna break the bike. But you couldn't replace the smile on my face with any amount of money. Flying through the air, doing wheelies, trying to out wheelie your friends, and then laughing about it when you're done. You know, it's like, you know, I don't know, having a good time, the friendly competition and not being mad at each other or anything like that, you know. You know, growing up in Detroit, I probably said it earlier, I grew up in a little community called Brightmoor. And what we used to do as kids is take shovels and we'd go to empty lots, because they were empty lots oh plenty back then. And we would build our own dirt jumps and our own, you know, berms and racetracks. And that's what we would do. Like, had our own little blast in the neighborhood. And it's not like our families were gonna drive us out to Waterford Oaks BMX Park on a Saturday, enough to, you know, for us to have a good time. You know, probably have a good time, but, you know, not do it every day. Whereas we can go to our own little personal dirt jump heaven every day. And yeah, we played baseball and football and all that stuff, and it was great fun, but nothing touched doing a tabletop on a dirt jump that you made. I call it a tabletop, but you know, it was probably more of like a, hey, look at me, I'm trying to do a tabletop kind of thing. So, I gotta tell you, this thing is just completely removed all of the surface rust off this thing. Pretty amazing. My bad. Awesome. I'm not shaking, no tears or any of that. I'm just in a cool factor state right now. Awesome. Well, when I get it built up, I'll post more later. Thanks for watching.